I just got a notice that there's going to be a new tax to raise funds for the upkeep of my city's new hiking trail. I don't really mind though. I spoke to my city council member and attended some of the meetings, so I feel like my voice was heard on the issue. In our American democracy, we continue to work on creating a system of government in which everyone can be heard. That wasn't always the case. Before the start of the American Revolution, many colonists felt that their voices weren't being heard by the British government. Let's take a look back at the beginning of our country to see how the ideas that shape our democracy got their start. The French and Indian War. The colonists really started to feel discontented after the French and Indian War. This was a war between American colonists, with British soldiers for support, and the French. Both wanted to control the area near the Ohio River Valley. The war got its name because Britain and its American colonies were on one side of the conflict, while France and its Indian or Native American allies were on the other. The French and Indian War was also called the 7 Years' War. Officially, the war began in 1756, although the two sides had been fighting for 2 years before then. Fighting continued until 1763, when the British were able to drive the French out of the region, and the Treaty of Paris was signed. The war was expensive for Britain and left the king with a large national debt. The king and Parliament felt that the Americans should help pay for the war effort. Let's review what we have just learned about the French and Indian War. Question 1. What is the nickname for the French and Indian War? A. Native American War. B. British and French War. C. 7 Years' War. D. Colonial War. If you answered C, you know that the French and Indian War is also called the 7 Years' War. Question 2. In what year did the French and Indian War officially begin? A. 1756. B. 1776. C. 1860. D. 1899. The correct answer is A. The French and Indian War officially began in 1756. Question 3. The French and Indian War was a conflict over what geographical area? A. New England. B. Maryland. C. Ohio River Valley. D. Florida. The correct answer is C. The war was a conflict over the Ohio River Valley.